Dang.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
McCole Hardman now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's Pacheco again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They send a man in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and short. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, but just as easy with the down in just about any situation. You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Throwing again. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 1 yard to go. It's a design boot. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First tone of the game for James Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got this complete to James Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Allen finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Bails out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
1st and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A counter give here to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco.
This is one of those plays, Kate, I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Offense to the line for second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Brought in right side. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Beyond the marker. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Second and 3 now. Another throw for Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Goes to show you, Brock, even when you have a play pretty well covered, those tight ends can still find a way to get you.
And I know people get tired of me and other broadcasters calling tight ends mismatches, but we'll stop calling them that when it's no longer true. And as the average tight end continues becoming more athletic by the year in this league, well, they'll only continue getting tougher and tougher.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down. now to kick this one away. Ty Johnson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Again, Allen to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Cook. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success. One of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
As the open man downfield. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the 29, he finds Kincaid. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shakir in motion right. Allen now on first down. Connection made to Shakir. This is ahead for about 5. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. Man in motion, headed right. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. It could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Allen to throw. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
First down, ball at the 36. They send him left out of the slot. Allen gonna throw again. Coleman with the grab. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air again, Allen. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Handoff here to Davis. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
This, our last play of the quarter. Now it's Cook. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on third down. This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a one-score game in the first half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hardman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Finds his man Rice. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Called in by Worthy. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing again, Mahomes. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Visitors and Keon Coleman running out to the field. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Catches made. Score! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills make it 17 all. Pass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. First down throw, Mahomes. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10 now. On target to Worthy. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Connects with Cook. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
2nd and 3 now. Now Allen. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Allen now on first down. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they take him down right along the 30. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First down throw for Allen. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
But we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Allen. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
2nd and 3 now. From the 38. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Another throw for Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 3-yard line.
Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Pick up the 2. Brings up second and goal.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Again, Allen to the air. Getting out to... This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here. Another try following the sack. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. Working inside the red zone. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Buffalo! This play gives us an excellent opportunity, Brock, to talk about how well he sees the field with the ball in his hands, because that was a big part of that touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a handoff or gets hauled in on a 30-yard throw. The instincts, that's what it is. Instincts with a capital I. And the best running backs in the game today, they've got to do it as a runner, and they got to do it as a receiver.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills bring it back to even.
24-24.
Pass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Mahomes now. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Mahomes on 1st and 10. This one finds Kelsey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
they would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back to throw it. And a man is there to knock that away. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. First down throw for Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes off right out of the read option. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On 1st down, Allen gets this to Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They are now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They'll run it with Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now Allen. Cook hauls it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Pass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Third and a lone yard coming up. Blitz coming, Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Number 10, Isaiah Pacheco. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets him around 6 there. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Trying an option play, headed left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Not a lot of time to make the call on who gets the ball there. You need a guy who can make that split-second decision right on time. QB handled that one well. Ended up calling his own number and getting the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Offense to the line for 2nd down. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Complete. It's Cooper. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. Allen gonna throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Bills 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made. Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Play action now. Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Amendola able to put it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Bass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Piron. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Mahomes now. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send the tight end in motion. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Shotgun handoff to P-Rod. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit, touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Throwing is Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 22-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They'll motion a tight end left. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Second and 3 now. Another throw for Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Motioning the tight end now. Again, Mahomes to throw. This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Going power with a big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They've got first down from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. This is Cook. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the shotgun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now trail by just a point in the fourth. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Pass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hopkins on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Complete, it's Cooper. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 39, he finds Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Cook. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Coleman with the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Allen splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air again, Allen. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here's a give to Cook. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Down. Connection made to Shakir. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. You know, Brock, I'm going to admit a little bit of surprise here. As pass-heavy as this league has become, that this record isn't at least challenged a little more often. But finally, just like that, someone has conquered it.
And now, Kate, now there is a new single-game record for everyone to chase when it comes to those passing yards. I know as a former quarterback, we love seeing this record challenge, and we want to see just how high people will take it in the future.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Now Allen. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now trail by just a point in the 4th. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Pass now to kick this away. Hardman with a return. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense ready to head back out. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. One of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw it. That's completed right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. A counter give here to Pacheco. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
You're sure happy with that offensively when you can hit a defense where it hurts, right in the middle of the field. And doing on the counter, just simply overpowering them with their blocking, makes it that much sweeter.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Chiefs going for the win here. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here's a give up the middle. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs jump in front late. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Bills 48.
Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. He'll look to throw it. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Here he is to throw. Finds Kincaid. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Setting up to pass. This will be caught by Cooper. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Connects with Cook. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. And yet again, the Kansas City Chiefs have won it all. They are your Super Bowl champions. And I think it's still sinking in at different points for each player, Brock. Look at these shots. These guys have reached the crowning achievement for anyone who steps foot onto the gridiron as kids. Champions now, every one of them.
And it is something, Kate, they can never, ever have taken from them. I think you and I have come across many Super Bowl champions in both this game and in champs in other sports, right?
Yeah,
and hear the same message. This is something that was so hard to achieve, and it's something that nobody, not time, will ever take from them. What a moment.